Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to talk about the Xbox Showcase. I know it's happening tomorrow. I've heard a few things. I'm really hoping it's going to be there. But Aaron Greenberg released this tweet yesterday, and it kind of got me thinking, what's the actual play here? Are they underplaying it, overplaying it? Are they trying to temper your expectations? You know how these companies are. They kind of try to steer you one way and then bamboozle you by going the other way and completely having a massive blowout. But Wuggerman over here says feeling good about the Xbox Showcase. After all, the PlayStation Showcase was underwhelming. The Summer Games Fest was mid at best. So now we're down to the Xbox Showcase and to see if it's actually going to be any good. Aaron Greenberg says, looking forward to the show. Just don't overhype it too much. We sort of burned the house down last year, which means that they're kind of trying to temper your expectations and letting you know that, despite the amazing showcase we had last year, we probably might not actually get that this year. And, at the end of the day, just make sure your expectations are in check. We don't want you coming into this and thinking it's going to be one of the greatest things since sliced bread, because it might not be that for you. And they're kind of trying to temper that expectation, because if you overhype something and you go in, no matter how good it actually is, if you've overhyped it to levels that nothing can actually compete against, well, then you just got a bit of a problem, because your expectations will never be met. So maybe that's what they're trying to do here. That's what they're trying to say. But some people are kind of expecting it to be a lot more tamer. I've seen Gaz talk about it and say that, he's not expecting big things from this. He's expecting a mid presentation based on what Aaron Greenberg is saying. And this is where I was saying that there could be some reverse psychology here. I posted this tweet in my Discord, and you've got people that are kind of on the ball where they're hoping it will still be great. Others are thinking it's going to be all PlayStation and kind of upset about the direction it's gone in, and thinking, it's not going to be a great Xbox presentation, but it might be a decent multiplayer presentation. But I think those two in general go hand in hand now, especially with Xbox anyway. But it was weird that Aaron Greenberg came out and made this statement, because you've got people tweeting that you've got this number of days coming along and everyone is super excited, and then you got like Aaron coming out and saying temper your expectations. We burned the house down last year. We're not doing that again this year, so it's not going to be as good as last year, because last year's presentation was absolute fire. It was amazing. But then we have this, right? I've been sworn to secrecy, says Phil Spencer, but not for much longer. Join us this Sunday at 10 a.m. PT for the Xbox Showcase, followed by an exclusive look at the Outer Worlds 2. Now, I'll definitely be there for the Xbox Showcase. I'm getting my mini PC set up, so we should be good to go. I'm probably going to start about 15 minutes before the event starts, so hopefully I'll see a bunch of you there. There will be no multi-stream on this one, unfortunately, because I'm not going to be home. So this is kind of like a makeshift setup that I'm going to have at my brother's, so it is going to be what it is. They say followed by an exclusive outlook of the Outer Worlds 2. We've got even more surprises that you won't want to miss. And then you've got Satya Nadella here, as you can see, zipper mouth face. So it's kind of sworn to secrecy. Now, if we go into here, they're not really he's not really saying anything else. Nate the Hate would like to have a word with you, Phil, because he leaks all the stuff. I don't know. At the moment, you've kind of got Aaron Greenberg coming out and saying, hey guys, look, temper your expectations. This is not going to be as good as last year. Then you've got Phil Spencer coming out saying that he's been sworn to secrecy, but not for much longer, because this Sunday is going to be an absolute amazing show. And Satya Nadella also supporting him there by showing the zipper mouth and saying, I ain't saying nothing until the actual show. Now, obviously things are known about around the industry, but it's really nice to see that a lot of people haven't actually leaked any of the information. Even some of the stuff that I've been told haven't actually been leaked, which was phenomenal. I mean, even Final Fantasy Tactics, which I kind of knew, but wasn't 100%. I was like 90%, 85 to 90% that it would show. Even that didn't actually get leaked. Then we had like the Resident Evil 9, where people were expecting it to be there at the Summer Games Fest, but didn't really know. That turned up as well, which was cool because I expected that to at least be there at the Summer Games Fest. And you know, it's nice to see that this time they're kind of keeping everything under wraps and leaving us to some suspense, which is why I didn't make one of those videos of predictions, because I have a few of the predictions that I know. It kind of would defeat the purpose, in my opinion, and anything I say essentially just won't be me being honest with you guys. But this is really like amusing, interesting, confusing, whatever you want to call it, really. You've got Aaron Greenberg saying that temper your expectations. You got Phil Spencer saying don't temper your expectations. Satya Nadella completely zipping his mouth. I have no idea what Sarah Bond is saying, but I assume she's following some form of company line with this as well. So, I don't know. Do you think we're going to see the Xbox Asus ROG hardware at the Xbox Showcase? I think that is the place to show it. If they show the hardware, give a really good price, that will absolutely rock the show. That will absolutely win it. I think that something like that will just blow the show wide open and make Microsoft again winners of this, you know, showcase bout of drama. So in my opinion, I'm really hoping that we see some hardware there, especially when it comes to the Asus hardware. That would be absolutely phenomenal. But, you know, it's interesting, it's cool, and they have actually piqued my interest even more with Spencer and Nadella now both kind of on the same page. I suspect Bond is on the same page as well. Things could get interesting. So was Aaron Greenberg really playing devil's advocate and trying to lower and temper our expectations and then come out with like all guns blazing and saying, hey, this is absolutely phenomenal? I don't know, folks. I don't know. But it's starting to look like that, and that kind of makes me excited. That kind of makes me happy. So far, I've been pretty disappointed with the Summer Games Fest. I gave it like a 6.5, 6.7. The PlayStation Showcase, as a PlayStation Showcase, is probably like a 3. But as a showcase in itself, including third-party software, I'd probably give it like a 6. I think the Summer Games Fest just tipped it ahead with, you know, a couple of the games like Mecha Break, Resident Evil 9, and so forth, Code Vein. You know, there's a few games there that I think just kind of tipped its scales. Sonic Racing, Atomic Heart, especially in the Cube, they kind of tipped it for me and almost brought it to a 7. I think it just needed that one more. Just that one more big game to actually just tip the scales. It's unfortunate. But I think that the Xbox Showcase will be that game. Will be that showcase. And I think it may actually surprise a lot of people. Especially if, you know, if one of the games that I'm being told is going to be there, it's going to blow everyone's mind. But we'll see what it is. But time will tell. And hopefully I'll be able to stream this tomorrow and we'll have a good time watching it. Right, folks? That's it. Thanks so much for watching. That said, if you've enjoyed the video and are enjoying the content, because 60% of you are returning viewers without subscribing, which is, I love your viewership, but if you could help me get to 10,000 subs, that would be amazing. 60,000 is a lot of people on my watch list, so that would really, really go a long way in supporting me. So if you are enjoying the content, do consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to step to know all content I release, and don't forget to leave a comment because it really helps the YouTube algorithm push these contents out. Don't forget to, I mean, if you don't mind, even share the video. Who knows? Maybe you'll find someone reach an audience that I can't reach. That's it. That's the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.